well-being of women and their welfare. Even
that sounds like a bunch of woman prattle to me. I'm sorry.
Do you not agree with
Cole, you said you like to call yourself a feminist, but I think I'm more traditional in the way that you guys describe it on whatever.
Yes. So, like I said in the beginning, I kind of like the approach of psyoping feminism. I think it's the most effective approach because I actually do really care about women a lot, and I think that women are playing themselves when they just have casual sex and stuff like that. So that's why, I don't know, that's my approach, and it seems to work with the people that I've talked to and my friends, just anecdotally, and I don't really see, so far I haven't seen a more effective solution. So that's why I like to call myself
psyop feminism.
Yeah, okay. I just mean I like to twist feminism into basically just being, I say I'm a feminist and I quote feminists, but I go off of, because I'm Catholic and that like informs a lot of my worldview, I'm still very Catholic. So I just like to refer to feminists that follow my Catholic worldview. Does that make sense?
No, I'm still so confused. It's been hours of you saying this, and I want to understand, but I'm still
your
super
foundational worldview is based on your faith.
Right.
And then the level above that is based on these certain ideologies, and so you are only inclined towards the ones which already can be aligned with your faith.
Yeah.
As you proceed.
Wait, but
Ben George donated $200.
Yeah, thank you, Ben George.
There is no such thing as social constructs. There is only reality. You can't transition into something you're not. Period.
Okay.
No pun intended. Why have women dropped the argument against appropriation?
I agree.
We haven't.
Is it?
We haven't.
Yeah. It's totally appropriation.
They're appropriating?
Yeah.
But
well, they're doing more than
costume or whatever.
appropriating.
It's
So
horrific.
But my point about feminism, I think that just anecdotally, like on a one-to-one level, when it comes to girls that I talk to that are like, they're sleeping around and they're keep getting hurt over and over again. When I say I want this for you because I'm Catholic and I believe this because of I'm Catholic, they just shut down, like they don't want to listen to me.
Sure.
But when I say I am a feminist too and I believe that this isn't helpful for you because I am pro-woman, like I do support women and I want you to be in a more healthy mindset or a more healthy lifestyle, then that's what I mean.
Wait, I have a question.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
I got a question. You're Catholic, right?
Yeah, I'm Catholic.
Now, I'm not an expert in the Catholic faith, but isn't it the case that under Catholicism, women can't be like preachers? They can't be cardinals. They can't be bishops. They can't be anything under Catholicism.
Yes,
but that's just because the priests don't want to them.
What the fuck? Okay. But you're a feminist.
Right.
So wouldn't your feminism, equality, how do you reconcile the Catholic faith of barring women from positions of authority in the church with being feminist?
Well, I don't think that feminism, at least in the way that I'm using it, means that women should take positions of power in the church. I think that it means that women are happier women tend to be happier when they do, I guess, the things that they ought to do within the Catholic
social
faith.
construct of what they should do.
I mean, yes, exactly, like pretty much.
Interesting the way the social construct lines up with their own inclinations towards happiness.
Well,
Just
yeah,
saying.
Exactly. I mean, what else would it be, I guess?
Wait,
I don't understand how you're a feminist then.
That's kind of
she's using it
patriarchal,
in a different way. That's the thing. You have to understand the term feminism does not mean the same thing to her as what we're thinking.
What does it mean to you? Because I think I've asked that like 3, 4, or 5 times, and I don't understand how you're feminist.
Okay.
How is that different from patriarchy? In your if you don't want patriarchy and you're a feminist, what's the difference?
I'm using the word feminist to mean that I am pro-woman when I talk to other women. That's what I mean. Wouldn't
it be pro-women to allow women to be bishops and cardinals within the Catholic faith?
I think it's pro-woman to do things that are beneficial to women, and I don't think it's beneficial to women to have them take positions of power
Should women be able to participate in the workforce?
I guess.
Why shouldn't women be able to participate in the hierarchy of the church?
Because
why would that not be beneficial to women?
Because work and the church and the church authority is a lot different. The church, the priest takes on the persona of Jesus in the Mass, and women cannot do that. And women have their own role in the church, and it's not that. Women can be, I mean, obviously very nurturing, and women have children.
But
and
how are you not a patriarchist?
Well, I mean, I guess what does patriarchy mean? It just means...
It means rule by the father.
I guess then, yes.
Okay, so you are a patriarchist, but you're just saying you're a feminist in order to sneak
that's why I'm
in.
When we
psyoping
go into her world, it's the Bizarro universe, and the words flip.
Well, I don't think that's fair. I understand exactly what she's saying. I don't
know.
totally agree because I'm not a Catholic. Like, I don't necessarily agree with you on what the gender roles like should be or what people ought to do. But I understand that your personal views under Catholicism about the church, you're not saying that you agree with all the tenets of feminism. You're talking about using feminism to promote the general well-being of women. What you think that is. It doesn't necessarily align with
She's
how
using
you
the
live your
term
own life.
feminism.
Wait, why
I'm
not?
speaking. You're using the term you think that's the best way to promote the general well-being of women and their welfare. Even if
That
you
sounds
don't.
like a bunch of woman prattle to me. I'm sorry.
Do
This
you
is
not
nonsense.
agree with? Do you not agree with promoting?
Yeah,
the well-being?
women
Feminism
prattling.
is patriarchy. When I say feminism, I mean it's just like.
Well, no, she's not saying her
It's redefining
personal,
terms.
Her personal view. No, she's
such a woman thing
she's
to do.
speaking
When I
about
say
two-
feminism, I actually mean patriarchy.
Well,
I'm
you
just
can
saying
do
the shit
that.
speaking
girls
about
like
two
is-
different things. She's talking about using feminism, meeting women where they are.
Yeah, right.
Women are more inclined.
I don't
to
actually
listen.
disagree with what your
Right.
little
Women are
proposal
more
was.
inclined to
Yeah.
listen
Because you're talking
from
about on a
feminist
one-on-one
perspective.
It's
perspective.
evangelism.
I mean, yeah, I want to meet people where they're
All
at.
things,
Like,
all
I really
people.
do want to understand other people.
I don't
And
think
if-
that's a bad idea.
And if people are using the word feminism to describe things like, I feel
being
oppressed.
pro-woman.
Gotta
I
meet
feel
them where
oppressed
they
by
are.
this. Yeah, I think
That's Paul.
the best way
I
to
think
meet
what we
people where they are is to do that.
No. I think the patriarchy's got to come in and smash feminism.
I kind of agree. Like this all is making what I'm realizing listening to
No
this
offense,
is
Nicole.
that I long for a time when we didn't have to convince women. I
Yeah.
long for a time when we didn't have to be
But
like,
that's not the
let's
time
figure
we're
out
in.
how to like pull them in and make them agree. It's like, how about we just say this is what you do. This is your
Tell the
role.
men to do
These
that
are
then.
the things you're
40.
allowed to do.
Yeah, I mean, let's
And
tell the men too, because they're not
Tell the
stepping
men.
up.
I just don't think that's a very effective way to
Yeah.
I
draw
think it's
people in.
extremely effective because men
Very
have the
effective.
monopoly
It's
on
not
force.
happening
and
yet,
if they
though.
just say no tomorrow, if the men just say, you know what? No. Your feminism stuff, your women and making the choices and doing what you want, just no. How about that?
that's obviously
not.
want
I mean,
that.
that's
That
like
just sounds
that's
better
a
to
bad
me.
sales tactic.
Let me just-
I don't want to sell women on the patriarchy.
She doesn't
because
care, dude. She's
it
a
will be-
tyrannical dictator.
It will be a never
Kim Jong-un.
ending. It will be a never ending torture chamber of. But what about
You're
the
not-
men?
you're not
though?
wrong.
And but
You're
what
not
about?
wrong.
But what about my feelings? And but what about what I want?
Why do you have to be so pedantic?
Let me just put it, let me just
about
say
women?
this. Let me
I'm
just
just
say
being
this, okay?
super honest.
Ladies, let me just say this, okay? Ever since I became red-pilled based conspiracy woman, my marriage proposals have gone through the roof. So if you ladies are trying to
the roof.
lock in a man, just say something racist and you're good to go.
Fuck.
That's not true.
You know what though? Like I do think it's actually a big red flag for a lot of men if a woman
Isn't
is a
racist?
feminist.
Yes.
They love
A
me
racist,
though.
that too.
They're being really
That's-
nice.
actually,
to
they
me
might
today.
like it a
Cute.
little
You're
bit. They
young
might
and
like
you're
it a little
very
bit.
pretty.
Thanks.
You're gonna attract all the
If
Aryan
you were
men that
saying
your
the
heart
same thing at my
desires.
age, it would be over for you.
Also,
I'll be
they're not
locked in
going to
by
tell
then.
you, but I'm telling you this. They all have this thought in the back of their mind. As soon as you say you're a feminist, unless he's like really
I have a
sick,
boyfriend, though.
I understand. But in the back, I got to meet your boyfriend. I got to see what his testosterone levels are at. But most of the time,
High.
these dudes with high T and that really have ambition in the back of their mind, as soon as you say feminist, they go,
she's
"Oh,
funny.
this is going to be a problem." Always, 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 always. And they're that
Whoops.
keeps them from being like, "Let's go full throttle and like marry this chick and like have kids and all that."
I do have to move things on a little bit.